just telling you right now, I'm not going to be excited no matter who the Cowboys draft. So
well, I mean, you're talking about drafting outside of that position where you talk that there was quality. Like, you're really going to have to go with what your need is and really just skim to find the best one available at your need at that point.
Yeah, I also feel like you said this before, and then you guys managed to somehow get CeeDee Lamb, so...
Well, yeah, no one thought CeeDee Lamb was going to drop out of the top 10.
Yeah, I know. Well, only dropped. So if you guys can capitalize again, then I think you'll be pretty pumped.
Yeah, but that was picking at 17. We're picking at 24 this year.
Dude, I don't want to hear it. My team drafted Daniel Jones. Talk about reaching, and you're and CeeDee Lamb falling into your lap to the point that you're like, Amari Cooper, who don't need him anymore.
Yeah. Trade him for a bag of peanuts.
Yeah, well, we found his replacement in the draft, and you're going to want a contract, so you can get the hell out.
Yeah. Going to defensive end, two names that really stick out for the Cowboys at 24. One was injured, the other is my guy. One's from Penn State, one's from Michigan. David Ojabo, who is going to fall because of his injury as well. It was a nasty injury at the Pro Day. Or not the Pro Day, the Senior Bowl. Really nasty injury.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that hurts. You hate to see that happen.
Otherwise, he's probably a top 10 pick.
Yeah, you hate to see that happen, especially at a Senior Bowl. The guys really, I understand the need to want to be there and everything, but, sometimes, it's that argument which I can understand if somebody's playing in a who gives a shit bowl, that, if you're a pro prospect, I'm not doing that.
Right.
I don't give a shit if it's a Topeka fucking peanut bowl or who gives a shit. No. The Goodyear Bowl? Nope, not happening.
The North Carolina First in Flight Bowl? No, who cares?
Exactly. No.
The other defensive end, my boy Arnold Ebiketie from Penn State. Wouldn't mind seeing another Penn State player going to Dallas. That being said, I guess I will talk for a second about a wide receiver. Jahan Dotson, he'll be available. But also, linebacker, the only linebacker at 24 that'll be there is probably Nakobe Dean. Again, not a huge fan, played on that Georgia defense, that I felt he was a product of a great defense, and not that defense was great because of him. But that's just my opinion. If the Cowboys want to make me happy, what they'll do is they'll trade into the top 10 and then go get a guy like Evan Neal to fix the offensive line. Or maybe Kyle Hamilton, I like him a lot. Or maybe they can draft Jaquan Brisker, the safety from Penn State. But most likely...
You trading into the top 10 to get someone like Hamilton would be huge for you guys, because your biggest weakness that I've seen from you guys has been your secondary. You guys can light the board up, but it just seems like it's a complete fly zone in Dallas.
Oh, I disagree. I disagree. I think outside of Anthony Brown's defensive pass interference, the secondary has been mostly fine. Jaron Kearse proved that he's a quality starter. We got to see what's going to happen with the other safety position, because there's four guys really that are in the mix. But Trevon Diggs, I know he gave up a bunch of yards, but he had a fucking 11-3 interception to touchdown ratio. And then
Diggs was solid for you, but
yeah,
I mean, I would still take a safety position like that. I mean, if you say there's four guys vying for the position, you could eliminate two right there if you got Hamilton. But that being also said, I think what I find interesting actually of what you said was your boy there from Penn State. Now, if you guys go and get him, now you can start building around Micah Parsons being the leader, because he's already played with Micah. He knows who he is, and just from watching Hard Knocks last year, Micah Parsons is not the person that's going to shut up.
Oh, he's so good, though.
But he backs everything up that he says, but he is very vocal. How often do you see rookies yelling at coaches about not getting enough playing time in preseason games?
Not many. Not
Like,
many.
dude, you're our first round pick. We don't want to abuse you. And he's like, shut up and put me in. I didn't ask for that opinion.
Yeah. Anyways, we're gonna have to end this here. Do our This Week in Sports History and get on out because we are just about out of time. So that being said, This Week in Sports History found on onthisday.com. On April 18th, 1946, Jackie Robinson debuts as the second baseman for the Montreal Royals. Jackie Robinson, amazing man. All right.
Legendary.
Yep.
Amen. And was recently Jackie Robinson Day.
Yep.
Actually, it might have been on Patriots Day.
Yeah.
The site of the greatest pizza ever thrown.
Yep. All right. Guys, we're going to get on out. If you want to find us on Twitter, we're at Dan D'Antoni. On Facebook, we're Dan D'Antoni Sports. Send us an email. We're dandantonisports@gmail.com. So for Dan, Tony, and Dan, have a good night.